I'm Chris, and I'm here to talk about a new game, a remaster. And obviously, in a day and age where we're seeing a lot of remasters just as much as we are new releases, it can get a little bit tedious seeing the same old thing. But this is a genuine remaster, and it is Shadow of the Colossus. And Adam has been reviewing it, and we're going to talk to him. So, how are you, mate?
I'm great, mate. I would say it's actually a remake.
A remake?
Yeah, like this is not a remaster.
Cool.
It's a remake. They've made the game from scratch. I think it's Bluepoint.
Yes, Bluepoint who did Uncharted.
Yeah, and they do a lot of this stuff. But this is, first of all, I get this right out of the way. Some people are going to be a bit funny about it because it's such a beloved game. I will say it's my favourite of the Team Eco games. I prefer it to Eco, and I prefer it to The Last Guardian. Actually, I will say playing this made me want Bluepoint to remake The Last Guardian because maybe they can make it good. But this is a beautiful game. I think people are going to come out and going, oh, it's up there with the best looking games on the PS4. It's not. It's not that. It doesn't look like Horizon in terms of how the visual fidelity, 4K-ness or whatever. It just looks really good. It's still. I would say they've made it look and feel like a modern new video game, whereas. If you think it looked like that before, it didn't. They've remastered it on PS3. I think they did that version as well. But this is it's perhaps lost some of the bloom of the original. The original was a very washed out kind of bloom-looking game, and this is a bit cleaner, a little less ethereal, a little more realistic. But at the same time, I still think when you wander out, you play a character called Wander. If you wander out on aggro your horse into the sort of grass, the greenery, you still have a magical sense of wonder at how beautiful and kind of mystical it all looks. It still feels otherworldly, like a place you shouldn't be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It always had that kind of hauntingness to the old game, and I'd like to know if that kind of continues into this one, really, because they were both so well. The old one was so fantastic and so kind of beautiful and moving, and kind of dark as well. I'd like to know that they've kept some of that.
It still is, and it's one of those games that if you have played the original or the remake before, I'm not going to explain it, but you know what the story is, and so you feel weird playing it through again. And I will say that given how much work they've done to make this game look modern, it really is kind of heartbreaking when you're on top of these kind of majestic, beautiful colossi, stabbing them in their weak points, which is often their brain or head area. One of my favourite moments is still the fourth or fifth. I can't remember. It'll be in the video you're watching, but jumping on the bird Colossus, that is still incredible. And I will say in this new version, you get a real sense of. I wonder if it's how they intended it to feel, because this bird comes sort of rushing at you, and you leap onto its wings, grabbing the fur, and it soars into the air, and you're fighting the wind and the motion of the bird, and you've still got to kill it. You got to stab it in the 3 points on that bird, and it's It's funny how much my memory's gone as well. There are elements to this game that I wonder if, because it's a modern game with an old game's puzzles, and I wonder how many people will get confused. I don't know what to do. I mean, I think when you think about it, a lot of them are obvious. Again, the other one I'm going to put in this video is another early one where you have to kind of stealth it around to get the Colossus to bend over and look for you so you can get on its back and climb up it. And I must admit, I was playing that and I was thinking, I vaguely remember something about having to go in these tunnels, but I couldn't quite remember it, and there are little hints that appear, and I don't want to. It's weird. They've modernised the controls, they've modernised the look, it sounds incredible, it's still got this incredible soundtrack, and there's a lot of emotion in everything of this game, and it's still wonderful. It's very difficult to find too much wrong with it. People, if you've never played it before, people are going to compare it to Zelda because of the stamina mechanic, I reckon, climbing up things. But this did it a long time ago. It's a wonderful game, and it's nice to see, I think, a new generation of people. It's win-win, because a new generation of gamers get to experience it for the first time, and people like us who loved it before get to play it looking its absolute best. I think people will be upset and go, oh, it doesn't look like it used to. that game still exists, and you can still go play that old version. It's fine. This new version looks gorgeous. Love it. Just love it. End off.
Brilliant.
Love it.
Well, yeah, let's end it there. I mean, you can see in the video how good it looks. Go out and get it. Go and read Adam's review.
60 frames. That's something I should mention.
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot that.
That's true.
That original game, and whether you believe it or not, and fine, hate me in the comments, but that original game chugged at times. This game is smooth. Like, I'm playing on a Pro and 60 frames, and that's how I want to play it. It just runs beautifully. You can drop it down to cinematic and get the sort of lower frame rate with better looking textures, but to be honest with you, it looks great with the 60 frames on. So yeah, sorry, there you go, done, finished. Great game, buy it if you like. if you want to buy it.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys, and take care. Bye bye.